to have Tony on the panel from Africa as one of the biggest investors and philanthropists in the continent, also the chair of a bank. So how does all of this impact what's happening there and the growth prospects?
First is I'd like to commend the organizers of this event and say I'm happy to be here and to be sitting with great ladies and men like this. I want to bring an African perspective to the conversation, and I'd like to start with the demographics on the continent. We have currently about 1.5 billion people, and it's projected to double in the next 20 years. So that will be 2.5 billion people. The median age in Africa is 19 years, 19. Median age in the most populous country in the world, India, is 28. And the median age in America and in China is 35. So you can see the picture. And it's projected that 1 in every 3 young citizens of the world will live in Africa in 2050. So what we see here is, as an investor, I see huge market and opportunities. As a philanthropist and a realist, I see a big challenge. Poverty is far outgrowing wealth creation on the continent. We've seen that leading to intolerance. We've seen political instability on the continent. And so when I look at all of this, what could become a huge market for the world and opportunity for investors can actually become a global disaster. And we all must begin to address some of these issues. The big issue here is how do we keep these young ones in Africa employed so that they don't become embarrassing or a risk to the rest of the world. This morning, we're hearing about AI and the massive data required in AI, massive data and also massive electricity. And I listened to His Excellency speak not long ago, talking about mega gigawatts of electricity. But on the African continent, over 50% of the continent do not have access to electricity. Without access to electricity, Africa cannot industrialize. Without industrialization on the continent, jobs will not be created. So it's going to be a challenge. And for me, as an investor, as a philanthropist, as a realist, this is what I think about always. And this is what keeps me up at night. And when I get opportunity like this kind of issue I like to put on the table. And that's why I said I wanted to start with an African perspective to the conversation. This is what I see.
Yeah, I mean, the numbers, the demographic numbers are staggering. I think